You've been there, right? You spend hours getting everything perfect, the resume, the cover letter, you know you've got the skills, the experience.
Yeah, you're a great fit.
Exactly. You hit send, feeling hopeful, and then just silence. Nothing. It's so deflating.
It really is. And you start wondering, what did I do wrong?
Right. It almost feels like there's this like invisible wall or something. Your application just hits it and bounces off.
Well, you've actually hit on something huge there, that invisible wall. More often than not, it's real, but it's not about you, not directly.
Okay. So what is it then?
It's often the applicant tracking system, the ATS, the software that companies use to sift through resumes first.
Ah, the robots. I've heard about those.
Exactly. And the thing is, they're not looking at your resume the way a person would. They're parsing data.
Hmm.
And sometimes the way your resume is formatted, it just completely confuses them.
So like fancy designs and stuff.
Precisely.
Yep.
Tables, columns, text boxes, graphics, even some unusual fonts. They can make your resume basically unreadable to an ATS.
Wow. So it doesn't even matter how qualified you are if the system can't read your file.
That's the kicker. And an estimated 75%, yeah, three-quarters of resumes might get rejected by the ATS before a human ever sees them.
75%. Okay, that's huge. So wait, it's not necessarily me. It could just be my Word document.
Or your PDF, yeah.
Yeah.
It's often the formatting. But look, here's the good news we're digging into today.
Okay, good news.
This is a totally fixable problem, like completely fixable.
Right. If you know what the systems are looking for, or rather what they can't handle.
Exactly. Understanding this can genuinely, skyrocket your chances. It gets you past that first digital hurdle.
So clarity is key, not necessarily a super slick design, at least for this first step.
Absolutely. Don't let a cool design sabotage your chances before you even get started. Think clear, think simple, think parsable.
Parsable, I like that. But what about creative fields? Graphic designers, people where the resume is part of the portfolio.
That's a really common question and a fair one.
Yeah, feels like a catch-22.
It does, but it's about strategy. You need an ATS-friendly version. Think plain text, single column, standard fonts, Arial, Calibri, Times New Roman.
Okay.
Avoid headers and footers for critical stuff like contact info, because sometimes the ATS just skips those sections.
Right, keep the important bits in the main body.
Yes. And then you absolutely have your beautifully designed version ready. Bring that one to the interview or send it once you have a direct contact. Optimize for the machine first, then the human.
Makes sense. 2 versions for 2 audiences.
Okay.
What about keywords? Everyone talks about keywords for ATS.
Still important, definitely, but not about stuffing.
Right, you can't just list every
Well,
buzzword.
no, the systems are smarter now. It's about naturally weaving the relevant keywords from the job description into your experience bullet points, your skills section.
So mirror the language they use.
Precisely. If they say manage project budgets, use that phrase, not just handled finances. It shows direct relevance in a way the system understands. Smart integration, not just listing.
Okay, smart integration. Got it. How can someone, check this before they hit send and hope for the best?
Good question. A really simple trick. Copy everything from your resume.
Okay.
Paste it into a basic plain text editor like Notepad on Windows or TextEdit on Mac.
Ah, okay.
If it looks like a complete mess, weird characters, missing sections, jumbled paragraphs, that's kind of how an ATS might see it.
That's a great, simple test. Any weird formatting just jumps right out.
Exactly. There are also online tools, some free, that simulate an ATS scan. They can give you a pretty good idea. I had a friend, brilliant marketer, kept getting auto-rejected.
Yeah.
Turned out her portfolio link was this cool little icon in the header. Looked great, but the ATS couldn't read it. And because it was in the header, it messed up how it read the rest of the document.
Oh, wow. Just that little thing.
Yep. Changed it to plain text in the contact section. Boom. Started getting calls.
Okay, so the big takeaway for you listening, this ATS stuff matters a lot. Simple formatting changes clean, single column, standard text can make a huge difference.
Clarity is the goal for that initial screen. Get past the robot first.
Absolutely. And, this whole conversation makes you think, doesn't it?
About what?
About how many other areas of life might have these little hidden gatekeepers, these sort of technical details like an ATS that are quietly shaping outcomes.
That's a deep thought. Like, what other small overlooked adjustments could potentially unlock big opportunities if we just knew where to look.
Exactly. Something to ponder. But for now, focusing on the job search if you want to get your resume past those gatekeepers.
Yeah, make sure it's ATS ready.
You can grab an ATS-friendly resume template from Jobs Ready. We've put the link right in the bio for you.
Definitely worth checking out if you're hitting that invisible wall.
For sure. Click that link in the bio and get started.